This is talking about Senator Patricia Akwashiki, the first ever female and longest serving senator for Nasarawa State. You didn't miss it out. ADC. After waiting all these hours for your arrival, stand on all the existing protocol and invite the chairman of the Nasarawa State ADC party in the person of Mr. Yusuf Barre to come forward and give us all and seriously. Sorry, permit me or pardon me, I called Godwin and I'm supposed to be Godwin Alapu, not Yusuf Barre, where he's going to be talking much later. There's a mix-up here. Please pardon me on that. Alapu Godwin Williams, the state chairman of ADC, for your
ADC, arise. Your Excellency, our presidential candidate, Dumebi Post 2023. The Vice President, Ahmed, the BOT Chairman, Acting Chairman, ADC National, Senator Patricia Akwashiki, Ahmed, my State Chairman, present here, especially the Chairman of Radio from Edo State, our Secretariat, Victoria. My President, you can see my presidential candidate is just 48 years. A very youth, 48 years. If you see the presidential candidate 48, it means the vice president is less than 48. People deceive you with money to sell your mandate. I will not say anything, but I want to welcome everybody that sees opportunity to be here. Dr. Olin has to pay transport money, and for those who were able to convey them here, as you are returning home, may God return you safely. And I will mix with Hausa, wanda kuka zo Allah ya kiyaye muku hanyar lafiya. Mu Nasarawa State kun san mu ai ba mu bari gane yana cin zabe a Nasarawa State ba. Mu ne muna cin zabe a Nasarawa State. Ko ba gaskiya ba? A ba mu dama ma ya gagara ko? In kun duba ticket namu na assembly kusan da mu ba da shi kyauta ne. Ko ba haka ba? Mun ce kuma ya kokarin shi. Dan haka zan taikata kadan inda wani magana a gaba za yi. Don haka ana marabce ku da zuwa yadda kuka zo da za ku koma Allah ya kai kowa da lafiya.
Ban ji kun tafa masa ba fa jama'a. Chairman ne kenan. State Chairman Alapu Godwin Williams with a welcome address. Your Excellency, I said it. The vote that will be coming from Nasarawa State is a block vote. The youth are saying it is our turn. The youth are saying to fix Nigeria, we need to walk around and shine. At this point in time, may I invite the chairperson, Board of Trustees, the person of Senator Patricia Akwashiki, to come forward.
shiru mu dan ji jawabin da presidential candidate din zai faɗa mana. Good afternoon, ladies and gentlemen. If I say I need to dance, I'm saying it lightly. I'm very happy to be here. I'm very happy to see all of you. We want to welcome His Excellency, our presidential candidate and the vice presidential candidate of our party. We want to welcome them. This is Nasarawa State. It's a small state, but it's packed full of energy because most of our population are the young people, you see. The old people are sleeping at home. We thank God for Johnny Mercy. He granted all of you to be here with us today. We've not heard of any accident, and we will not hear of any accident. I think we have to, I don't know if the MC has a place for prayers. We need to have started our program with prayers. So I will just say the Christian prayers and somebody can say the Muslim prayers. In the mighty name of God, the Father, the Son, the Holy Spirit. I thank you, Father, for today, a day like this, picked by you and blessed. We want to commit everything we do into your hands. We ask for Johnny Mercy, for all of us, as we depart this place. May we have listening ear. Father, pick for us somebody that will lead Nigeria to its rightful place. We are crying, we are suffering, so we now plead with you that you will pick the right person for us. Let us listen and understand what the message he has to all of us. I ask this in Jesus' mighty name. Amen.
May I invite
in the name of Allah, the beneficent, the merciful. Praise be to Allah, the Lord of the world, the beneficent, the merciful. Master of the day of judgment, you alone will worship and you alone will ask. God also, none of those who end your anger, none of those who go astray. Oh Allah, in your countless bunches. Glory be to you, the most honorable for your human comprehension. Peace be unto our apostolic and thank you to Allah, the Lord of the world. In almighty name we pray. Amen.
Amen. Nasarawa State. I looked and I smiled. He's so happy he's playing himself. Then I looked again and I saw a very handsome vice presidential candidate stepping down. How can you beat this? No, we must take it. We need young people. We need vibrant people. We need healthy people to lead our nation. Haven't we suffered enough? Me, I know I'm suffering. So your PVC is your voice. Your PVC is your voice. Do not sell your PVC this time. We will not have another 4 years to complain. So please vote wisely. I hope you will listen to what they have to say to us and ask questions. If our presidential candidate says he is going to do it, ask him how. He is packed full of knowledge. He will talk to you.
He wants to hear your voice. He wants to hear what worries you so that he can talk to you. Thank you. May God bless us all as we listen to him. Thank you.
Your Excellency, the Presidential Flag Bearer, the Vice Presidential Flag Bearer, distinguished party stakeholders, Nasarawa State, as small as you lose, Muruna Pari Chicken Walk, among Anayin Sakan go. I have mutum tsari a yi shafan doka saboda matasa mun ce lokacin mu yayi kuma gashi fa ABC ta samu Dumebi da Ahmed matasa ne ko da shi ke to da yawa sai a ce daga wani shekara ne zuwa wani shekara ne matashi amma mun san matashi ne ƙarfi ne ko ne kuzari dan ana da annabi a tafa mu presidential candidate the At this point in time, may I invite the vice presidential candidate Ahmed Buhari.
Gaskiya muna farin ciki da muka yi shiri cewa za mu zo da Nasarawa bai yi tunani bai tsammani za mu haɗa mutane haka. Muna godiya ƙwarai da gaske banda mun faɗi sai nuna farin ciki da godiya. Sannan zan bar ma shi mai gidan ɗan takara shugaban ƙasa a jam'iyyar ADC ya zo ya fassara mana abubuwa da yake so ya mana. Saboda haka zan so a yadda MC ta yi magana mun san muna jin daɗin zuwan mu amma muna so mu yi abu a tsari a samu a fahimce mu da kyau. A haka zan ƙara cewa na gode da kuma 'yan takarkaru da ke nan jam'iyyar ADC ina fatan alheri kuma Allah ya ba mu sa gaba ɗaya. Mun gode.
Abin sai a hankali. Na'urorin ne tana don ba mu tangarda. Mun ji jawabi da shi Vice Presidential Candidate in ADC kenan wato Alhaji Ahmed Buhari. Da ya miƙe tsaye sai na ji wani ya ce nothing to you, my votes are for you. Wato ka bayyana shi kenan. Dumebi abin yi kuka ce ko? Lokaci ya yi matasa, haka ne? Haka ne ya kaga kowa ya nuna ba tare da bata lokaci ba. Distinguished guests, ladies and gentlemen, Dumebi Kachuku Yabola Nasarawa, may mana bayani, may I invite His Excellency
ADC ADC ADI. My dearest mommy, the chairman of the board of trustees of our great party, who also doubles as the chairman of the interim caretaker committee, chairman of chairmen, Mr. Kingsley Oga, the chairman of ADC Kogi State, our host chairman, my dear friend, who has been sick for some time. As I can see, he's much stronger. Please sit down. The chairman who have accompanied me here, the chairman, ADC Jigawa State, chairman, ADC Ekiti State, chairman, ADC Edo State, who also doubles as the secretary of the Interim Technical Committee, party stalwart Alhaji Manzo, distinguished candidates of our party Kogi State chapter, Nasarawa State chapter, the good and beautiful people of Nasarawa State. This is my second time in Nasarawa State in the last 6 weeks or thereabouts, 6 or 7 weeks. Last time I was here, I came for the funeral of our dearly departed mother. Today, I am here for you. I came here because I want to feel the pulse of the people of Nasarawa State. I came here because I want to hear your voices. I want to touch you. I want to know what aches you. I want to know about easy. We don't do this. We come to talk to you. We come to hear from you. we come for an interactive section. We want to discuss Nigeria, our fatherland. That's why we drove here. As I was driving into Nasarawa State, I was struck by the beauty of the state. Lush landscape, lush vegetation, rich vegetation. In the midst of this richness, poverty. In the midst of so much God-given abundance, poverty. And I wondered why. Why so much suffering in the midst of plenty? Why do we have so much freely given to us by God? And yet, so much suffering. How many people here in this hall can say they have 100,000 naira in their bank accounts? Raise your hand. Quiet, please. 100,000 naira is the equivalent of about $150. 85% of the people in this hall it means that in this hall we have a group of people who are classified as poor. Let me tell you this. God did not design you to be poor. If God wanted you to be poor, God will not have made you. If God wanted you to be poor, hear me please. If God wanted you to be poor, God will not have put you in Nasarawa State with so much riches. So God designed you for greatness. But man wants you to be poor. Your leaders want you to be poor. Sometimes it's not because they are wicked. More often than not, it's because they are intellectually bankrupt. It is because when I come here, I see wealth. What they see is problems. They see you as a problem. How can we feed these people? I see you as my asset. How can we together make this state, make our country better? In this hall, I see a lot of women. Any society where women are agile, like the women I see in this hall, that society ought to thrive, ought to do well. The reverse is the case here. In this state, in the rest of Nigeria. A failure of leadership. Every 4 years, politicians will walk into your homes, through your television, through your radio. They will come into your urban cities, into your neighborhoods. They will come, they will have rallies. They will make promises to you. You will give them your trust. You will give them your votes. Your vote is like marriage. When you vote, you say, I do. You say, I have married you for the next 4 years. For better, for worse. But why is it all the time it's for worse? Is marriage for worse? But think about it. Those of you who have been voting for 8 years, 12 years, 16 years, 20 years, in this marriage, for worse, for worse, for worse. When you go better, when you go better, I like that. You see something? There's power you have that you don't know. The power to be in any government house is in your fingers. The power for Aso Villa is in your fingers. The question is this: why do we always give this power to people who cannot help us, who don't mean us well? How do you justify a state, agriculture, one of the most fertile lands in the whole of Nigeria, Nasarawa State? You can grow almost anything in Nasarawa State. Solid minerals in Nasarawa State. Some of the most intelligent and hardworking people, Nasarawa State. What is wrong then? Why do you keep on electing blind people? When I leave Nigeria, people will say something to me. You always complain about your leaders, but you are the ones that elect them. In 2023, you cannot make the mistake of electing people who cannot help you. You cannot, as a young man who ought to be thriving, doing well, your farm ought to be making you a rich person. You cannot stay and be struggling for airtime, to buy credit, to pay rent, to buy fertilizer. Money to marry a wife is even a problem. How does that make sense? In this election season, as I move around, I see Nigerians complaining about Nigeria and the power is in your hands to change Nigeria. But I will still see the same Nigerians. They will wear face cap. Tinubu. They will wear face cap. Atiku. They will wear face cap. Peter Obi. Okwakanso. The same old men who destroyed our country, who put us in this situation, I will see young Nigerians wear their face cap. They are abusing themselves on social media because of these old men. Biologically, see those men, what are they looking for again? Biologically, Those old men, most of them are collected boarding pass.
Some are wearing pampers.
They are the boarding gates. They have nothing at stake. You, God has blessed most of you at least here. Some of you here have another 70 years remaining. 60 years, 50 years, 40 years. You have something at stake in this nation. The people you are wearing their face cap have nothing at stake. They have lived their lives. They destroyed your country. Haba. Then do now. Then do now. Haba.
We go change that this time. We go change that.
I grew up in a country. As a young child, I was hearing Hausa man a problem, Igbo man a problem, Yoruba man a problem, Tiv man a problem, Nupe man a problem, everybody a problem. Christian a problem, Muslim a problem. Man a problem, woman a problem. Them do us. Them do us. Them do us. Haba. They have used all these things to deceive us for too long. Hausa man no be my problem. Igbo man no be my problem. Yoruba man no be my problem. Hausa, Igbo, Yoruba, Tiv, Nupe, all are Nigerians, all my brothers. Young Nigerians, please, I want you to hear me. Please. Please, I want you to hear me, please, all right? Hear me loud and clear. Don't let anybody deceive you. Don't ever in your heart harbor the sentiment of north, south, east and west, religion, tribe. They use those things to deceive you, to get power for their gain. Anybody who ever stands before you talks politics of religion, cancel the person. If they ever talk politics of tribe, cancel the person. As I was coming here, I had security people with me. I did not ask security man, are you Muslim or Christian? I did not ask security man, are you Igbo, Yoruba or Hausa? I did not ask security man, are you from Lafia, Akwanga? I did not ask him any question. All I cared about was that security man is competent enough that if there's any problem on the road, he can defend us. That is what matters. Capability. Standing before you here today is Mr. Capable. See, tell them, I don't say I am Mr. Capable, say I dey boast. I am Mr. Capable. If not to sabi, I sabi am. If not to do, I feel do am. If not to waka, I feel waka. If they say me put a buga here, I go buga past them. But tell you something. In this hall, every single person here is capable. Every single person here has a God-given talent. You can thrive, you can succeed, but your country, your leaders say no. Enough of them. Enough of them. We must resist them. We must stand against these people. We must say never again. We must say never again. Not be collect this money, just vote. If I don't vote for them, they will still win. Not be so I tell myself. Let me tell you something. There's something called a pauper's pride. There's something called a poor man's pride. As a child, I used to hear my father say, a poor man, a hungry man refuses food. You have been hungry for 4 years. One more day will not change or do anything. One more day will not kill you. But saying no to them, do you know what will happen? It will let them know that you are worth more than 10,000 naira. They have no respect for people. That's why they give them 10,000 naira.
At all, no respect for us.
What is 10,000 naira? For somebody in Nasarawa State who has all this wealth I saw here. My job as your president is to show you that wealth. Show you how to convert what you see there into wealth. Show you how to make money so you can feed your family. The blind cannot lead the blind. You need a man who knows what is out there, who knows what to do. My dear young lady here, you said door to door. Let me tell you something. You are my door to door. All of you here. I can speak all the Turenchi here for 5 hours. If you don't live here and tell your neighbor, see, I just met Mr. Kabebu. I just met ADC presidential candidate. That man is the real deal. That man is the man who can change our country. That man is the man who can lift us out of poverty. That man is the man who can fix our problems. That man does not know tribe, tongue, or religion. That man is the man who can secure our borders, our highways. That's the man who can fix our schools. That's the man who can take our country from third world to first world. If you don't say this, all na Turenchi. I did not come to Nasarawa State for Turenchi. I came here because I want to have converts, people who will escort me, people who will do the door to door, people who will tell people I met Mr. Kabebu. Party people. I don't want to waste too much time talking this talk because I told you I want to hear from Yabi. Yes, you people have heard more from me, eh? Yes, I came here with my VP. You see my VP there? I see my VP there. Not be only fine bobo. Not be only handsome bobo. But brain, he gets. Una go ask a question. Una go hear answer. Una go remember the other VP when they get for the other places. Oh, make una ask a question. Una go see the difference. ADC na the only party. I can beat my chest. Make them put 2 of us. Make them bring all those old men. Una go see the difference. See, my tell una, for other countries, if you see America, their president na old man. There are other countries where they get old men as presidents. Then go get young men plenty Mr. Capable around them. They give them advice. But you see our country, make una watch TV. Anytime you see a Siwaju, as they do like this, they go, una go see around them, all they do like this. The blind leading the blind. God forbid. God forbid. They no cost Nigeria. We are better than this. We are much better than this. We are giving the best music to the world, the best movies to the world. Chinese are coming here taking all our solid mineral because we have the best in the world. The world is taking our best talents because we are a rich nation, but we have blind leaders. I offer to send a message to these people. I am not afraid. They believe they have made us afraid, so we cannot even come out. I heard an article some months ago in the Southwest. He said they should wait their turn, or if they want to run, let them come out now. I came out. I'm here. What's shaking? I'm here. No shaking. No shaking. Tell him you saw me. I came here. I can stand here 10 hours to talk to now. Tell him to stand 15 minutes. He cannot. Ask him question. He will say, vote for me. He cannot answer. I am not afraid. You should not be afraid. I want to tell the youth of Nigeria, stop following these people. Don't be deceived. Don't be afraid. We are more than them. We are more than them. NSAS, we are protesting something that was touching us. They are arresting us. They are killing us. We are dying, and they said they want to kill us. Nobody cares about us. I am here. I care. I will fight for you. Listen, I will fight for you. I will defend you. You see, it's our country. I will defend our land. If you kill one of my citizens, my response, you will never, ever, ever try it again. You will know you have a president. 7 years, we had caricature. We had somebody who don't know his work. Mr. Capable is here. Mr. Capable came to Lafia. As you live here, tell them you saw him. 2023, here we come. 2023, 2023, 2023. I love you. I love you. I love you. Nasarawa, I love you. Now, that's how I love you. That's how I love you.
ADC Presidential Flag Bearer,
towel.
Mr. Kapemun, Mr. Waka, Mr. Puga.
Mommy, I can't Puga with you, eh?
I want to believe that as far as Nasarawa State is concerned, the rescue mission for ADC, the presidential and the vice presidential candidates, this town hall meeting can never be better than now. Just as we said, in the midst of richness in Nasarawa State, yet poverty in Nigeria. Conga President N, President with the doing. Yazo Yagari, Yazo Yaji, Yazo Yakumapani. Yanzu lokaci ne da za a masa tambayoyi. Lokaci ne da za a ba shi tabbacin cewa Nasarawa sai waye. Da shi da mataimakin nasa wato bibi. Kyawawan candidates. Wanda shi a Hausa sun ce ba a ce namiji ya yi kyau. Da ya ke cewa. Amma kun ga cikin nan tun burge al'ummar Nasarawa.
You say you don't say a man is beautiful. You say you don't say a man is beautiful. What do you say?
Our vote now for handsome guy. Distinguished ladies and gentlemen, let me invite Honorable Newman Solomon May Carol.
No, let us do a question and answer first before any speech.
Question and answers first.
Question and answers first, eh?
Okay. Kusan shugaban kasa ya ba da doka ana takawa ne ba ya ba da doka ya ce shi ma so yake yi ya ci bayani ya ci muryoyin naku. Don Allah don annabi kamin a baka ko a baki microphone a yi tambaya ma'ana a yi bayani ta kan tsari. Kun san lokaci ya ja karfe yi dogon bayani kawai kai. Please, your questions should go straight to the point. Be precise, be brief, and be brief.
We're both taking questions, but he's taking most of the questions.
Okay, I'll try. Let us see.
Okay.
The Vice President to come. Inshallah. Our Iron Movie, message of Patricia Kwashki. When PDP was PDP, I always remember. Mommy come to give us hope. Issue of party, no matter. No matter the political party in rule. Mommy come up under the umbrella of NNPP. She give us courage. She give us support. She give us she make us know our capability, what we are able to do. And with the grace of God, take her to National Assembly then. Today, I was being very, very excited when Mommy was piloting the affairs of ADC as a party. That is why we, the youth in Nasarawa State, Nasarawa Igon Precise, we decide, since we know the capability, what Mommy can able to do, we said we must have to not leave her alone. We must have to give her every support she needs from us. Sir, let's go straight to the point. Your Excellency, sir, I remain Comrade Musa Hayatu from Nasarawa Igon, a child to Mommy. Sir, I listened to your speech with good listening ear. I learned that you have us at mind, Nigeria. You don't have barrier in terms of tribe or religion. And this is what is going on today in Nigeria, where the leaders have been mocking at us because of their own personal aggrandizement, which from your speech, you are not at that part. Can we give us a round of applause to His Excellency for such? Sir, you told us, Nasarawa State, you observed there is massive number of fertile land, which God did not make us to be poor, but because of our leaders, which not because they were wicked, but vision is something, is a gift by God. It happened that they don't have the vision God have given to you. That is why they cannot identify that the land God have given to us, that they should make use of it so that to enrich us where necessary. But sir, if I should ask, in which way can
please be specific, I said it, okay. Please, straight to the point.
In which way, sir? Sir, in which way can you make use of land in Nasarawa State to enrich the people of Nasarawa State? One. Secondly, you made mention of youth. God did not deserve us to be poor, but we are poor today. Why? Maybe you have a point to prove to us or to make us realize our potential where necessary. So this is my question.
Thank you very much.
Please, once again, you know, our visitors took a long walk down to Nasarawa State. Let's not keep them longer than necessary by dragging our questions. Let's be specific and brief. Be precise, please.
Good afternoon, all. Your Excellency, Dumebi Kachiku, the Deputy in our presence, our Iron Mother in our presence, and those chairmen that accompany His Excellency to Nasarawa, and also say my greetings to the chairman of Nasarawa ADC, at the same time the gubernatorial candidate. I'm also his. I want to present this question to our Excellency. You see, you don't take what they do us wuru for this country, and this we are saying no to wuru in Nigeria, and now we have Mr. Capable, who we are saying yes to Mr. Capable, who will see Nigeria through. My question goes like this: Nasarawa is a state that is rich in in mineral resources and a fertile land. I want to ask, how can you fix the mineral resources in Nigeria, in Nasarawa State, and at the same time make use of the fertile land in Nasarawa State? And you see that our youth in Nasarawa are jobless. How can you make the youth in Nasarawa State a potential youth and a viable youth? At the same time, how do you fix
Please, you are repeating your question.
the issue of electricity in Nasarawa State? At the same time, we want to know how do you fix the issue of insecurity in Nasarawa State? Thank you very much.
Please don't hand the mic to someone yet. We are not observing the agreement and the rules. If somebody has asked a question, there's no point repeating it. When the presidential candidate is going to respond, he will respond in accordance to that. Please, let's stop repeating ourselves, please, and be precise. Let me be gender sensitive. Give it to a woman.
ADC, sorry, I'm a woman leader from Doma local government. So I'm a very, very young woman leader among the women leaders. So they keep on promising us that they are going to build a hospital, they are going to tile a road for us. All this one, they have been failing. Most of so the present DVT governor is an uncle to me, to the extent that he reports me to my father that why am I not following him? My daddy here, you say something that you are going to change in Nasarawa State. So what are you going to do for us to change our state?
Thank you.
Hello. Hello, one house, please. The next person is going to be the woman there, and that is all. After him, and that is all.
Your Excellency, I'm standing here on behalf of the 13 local government ADC chairman. Please, Your Excellency and your VP, our own plight as local government ADC chairman, we are presenting some of the challenges, not question, actually, to you. As local government chairman, we are facing some challenges of sponsoring the party to the grassroots. And it is an opportunity for us to present some of these few things to you. If you can come to the aid of local government chairman, so that the ADC will reach out to grassroots, to every noon and corner of Nasarawa State in 30 local government chairman, council. Sir, the ADC chairman, all 30 local government council, we have no offices. Number one. Number two, ADC in Nasarawa State has reached all the villages. But the chairman, we find it difficult because of mobility. Nothing, not even motorcycle, to reach out to know and gloom to people, to reach your message of rescue of Nigeria to people. Number three is we need support. Chairman needs support financially so that we can reach out to the grassroots. We are left behind completely. That is our plight. And finally, our aspirant. I want to assure you that we have aspirant in all the local government that are serious, and they are most serious. And we are seeing them winning election next year, including you, next year 2023. Thank you very much, Your Excellency.
Hello. Please, let's calm down. Ayi haƙuri. Kun san akwai baki a tsakaninmu ko? Kar mu nuna mummunan halin ko? Lokaci yayi da shi shugaban kasa da mai takarar shugaban kasa ta jam'iyyar ADC Dumebi zai ansa tambayoyin nan ko ra'ayoyin da kuka masa ko muna su cip mu ji za mu sake dawowa kusan tambayoyin sun yawa kar ya manta da wasu ko kuma kilan a garin ansawa zai ansa wani tambayan da ma wani yana da shi gaba kaga ba za mu ɓata lokaci sosai ba. Your Excellency, it's now time for you to react or respond to their questions. Thank you. Atafa masa mana jama'a.
Like I said earlier on, our capable VP will be responding to most of your questions. I will respond to the last question and then he can answer the questions on security and agriculture. The last question was from local government chairman, an ADC local government chairman. Where's chairman? Chairman, where are you? Chairman, good. Chairman, how many children do you have? You have 3. Chairman said he has 3 children. How many boys, how many girls? He has 2 boys, 1 girl. Are they in school? They are in school. You send them to school, eh? Very good. What I want to say now, I want you to listen to me. Chairman, please sit down. Eh? I want you to listen to me very carefully. I want to give you today the secret why we are poor and why our leaders keep us poor. I want you to listen very, very carefully. Chairman said they are local government chairmen and they are supposed to take the message of ADC, my message, to every part of Nasarawa. Motorcycle they don't have, money they don't have to take this message across. They don't have offices in the states. And what will I do as presidential candidate to help them to do this? Now listen to my answer. I asked chairman, do you have children? He said yes. How many? He said 3. Are they in school? He said yes. He sends them to school. A presidential candidate or any other candidate is like your child. You are the one sending us. We are not sending ourselves. You send your children to school. No matter how bad it is, you look for money and send your children to school. That is why when your children grow up, they come and look after you because you have invested in them. You have sacrificed for them. Nigeria is one of the only countries in the world when someone is running for office, the person will sell property, borrow money, do sacrifices because he's running for office. When the person enters the office, what do you think the person will do? He will take the money back. He does not owe you. He owes you nothing. He does not owe you good road. He does not owe you light. He does not owe you scholarship. He does not owe you nothing. Because you did not send him there. I am running for office of the President of Nigeria. It does not mean I am the person who owns Nigeria
or that I am the only Nigerian in this hall. In developed countries, when a candidate will emerge in a party, that candidate does not do anything. The party, they will give timetable. Today, you will be here 4 p.m. He will present himself. The party will go and raise money. The party will do everything to support the candidate to push him to elections. Because the candidate is their symbol for them to use to go and raise money or to win elections. In Nigeria, the reverse is the case. They want you to steal money. They want you to sell property. They want you to do blood sacrifice to go for office. So that when you get there, all you remember is the struggle. The money you borrowed there, you have to pay back. The money you stole that you have the bad name for, you have to get returns on your investment. Nigeria is for all Nigerians. Nigeria does not need one hero. Nigeria needs all of us as heroes. We must all run for president in our individual spaces. That's the only way Nigeria can be better. When I started running for office, let me tell you a story. Listen, there are people who all they are seeing as I'm running for office is, Kai, how I will build house because this man is running for office. How I will buy car because this man is running for office. How I will send my children overseas because this man is running for office. That's all they care about. I win or lose, they don't care. All they care about is how they will profit from this. That is not politics. That's not what democracy is about. It's about collective, about everybody doing their bit. In America, children, 14-year-old, even 1 cent, 50 cents, $1, they will contribute to support candidates because they believe in the candidates. This is what we should start doing in Nigeria. Stop looking for men who you can benefit from. Look for people who can work for you, who you can support to get there. It's a very difficult thing for Nigerians to accept. They will do all the clapping, they will do all the singing, but immediately you say, no she, their face go there like a karaka. They go say, now this one I waka come on from my house for. You mean say, they don't share money for you? Nothing. Gaskia, nothing. Let me make you understand something. I, Dumebi Kachiku, aka Mr. Capable, I offer myself to run this race. I risk life, limb. I go on the road every day. I leave everything I'm doing to run for office to represent all of us. Let me tell you the one I will not do. She. I know they give. I'm not going to Aso Rock to steal your money. I'm going to Aso Rock to fight for you, to defend you. I'm going to Aso Rock so that together we can make Nigeria better. Chairmen who are here, party people who are here, let me tell you something. The pride of party politics is that you do whatever it takes to advance the cause of your party. That is what party politics means. the way you suffer, whatever it takes, your children must go to school, is the same way your party must get ahead. That's why I asked that question. ADC candidates, all ADC candidates here are your children. Don't ask them for drinks. Don't say because you not bring drink, you are not serious. Don't say because you not bring money, you are not serious. If we continue with that attitude, let me tell you, 40 years time, we will still come to this hall. We will look at ourselves. Poverty will still be here. No job, still our problem. Our children are not going to school, still our problem. No light, no water, no hospital, still our problem. What you sow is what you reap. Not so? Please, it's a difficult mindset to change, but I'm telling you, if we can change this mindset, if we stop looking for money, resources, things from politicians, you then have the right to demand work, to demand service, to demand your rights from the politicians, because they have not bought your votes. Understand that. You see something? Some of you might not understand. So maybe as I'm going out now, it's in the verse now. Like wicked they talk. If they pay you, maybe if I'm going, I go carry stone, say una won't stone me. But I know there are people here who know what I'm saying is the truth. We must change our country. We must be honest to ourselves, with ourselves. We cannot afford to shortchange ourselves, our children, by continuing to do this thing all the time. Politician is coming. Something will come out. No. That's why I said I came here to judge or to talk to you people. I am happy that he asked this question so that I can lay this to rest very, very fast. Again, shishi. 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 Now, una me. Don't forget that. I hand over to my VP now, so you can answer your question on agriculture and solid mineral.
ADC. Again, I'm very grateful for the turn up. I'm glad that you all found time to come here, and I'm happy that we're having this conversation back and forth so that we can clear the air on some of these issues. I know that one of the big questions that have been asked here today is what's our plan on agriculture? And I think it's important for us to understand that as this country stands today, we are currently spending about $5.2 billion just to import agricultural produce from outside this country. When we have a state like Nasarawa, where all you see is arable land, land that can give you and grow you anything that you desire, God-given land. But one of the reasons why we're going through all of the problems we are going through and spending so much money in terms of importing food that we can actually grow here is because our leaders have lost their minds. It's because our leaders have gone out of control, which is why it's important for us to think out of the box and say, if we're spending this much money, what can we do to make sure that this money remains in this country so that it doesn't go out of this country? So I'll give you an example. I have a lot of people from Nasarawa who work with me in Abuja, young boys, and when it's rainy season, they tell me, Oga, please allow us, we want to go to the farm. And so they go away for 6 weeks, go back to the farm in Nasarawa and then come back. The last 5 years or 4 years or so, they don't go back home as much as they used to. And what they tell me is that herdsmen, killer herdsmen, bandits, even when we finish the harvest, we cannot transport our produce to markets. And so before you know it, everything has been destroyed. Some of these goods are perishable goods. So we thought of a plan, myself, my principal, His Excellency Dumebi. What can we possibly do to see that these clashes between communities, local farmers, herdsmen, and landowners can be put to rest in such a way that we stop this fighting and understand that there is money to be made by farmers, there is money to be made by herdsmen, so that we understand that herdsmen, anytime you cross people's farmland, you have actually crossed their own money. And anytime they attack your own cattle, they have actually attacked your own money. But by the time we make everybody realize that only dairy products, what is dairy products? Milk, no. We spend about $1.5 billion annually just to bring milk into this country. In a country that has over 6 million cattle. It doesn't make any sense. So what are we going to do collectively to see that this money remains in this country? So that all these people that I just mentioned that have been fighting each other, by the time they see that there's so much money that we can make if they just relax and let us organize this whole process. I know you must have not heard about NCAM, Nigerian Center for Agricultural Mechanization, that was created for the purpose of having the right farm implements. Go and look at it in Abuja, it's dead. But people are collecting money every day as salaries. Meanwhile, their ministries are all over the states doing nothing. What empty? Agricultural Rural Institute. It's an institute that was created for us to organize with the rural farmers and these headsmen to ensure that we do the right things. But it's dead. Yet, people are allocating money to those ministries every year and collecting money. What happened to DIFRI? Chairman Nasarawa, I'm sure you remember DIFRI, Directorate for Federal Rural Infrastructure. DIFRI's responsibility was to create access roads from the farmland to the marketplaces so that these farmers can easily get their products down to the farmland, down to the markets. What happened to DIFRI? Dead. The Dumebi administration will revive all of this. And we will ensure that for those who are interested in ensuring that you support the country by going back into agriculture, we would support you and ensure that the entire value chain of agriculture is realized. What is the entire value chain? It means that from silos where we can store our grains, from preservatives that we can help store our perishable goods, from processing plants to packaging plants to the branding plants and to the logistics to ensure that we are making products from Nigeria that will feed Nigerians and we can even still export. My dear Nasarawa people, if we can agree to reorganize ourselves to do all of this, Nigeria has the capability and the capacity to generate about $50 billion only from agriculture. This is what we will do. With regards to agriculture as well, if you remember, one of the reasons why the colonialists were in Africa, especially Nigeria, was because of the cotton industry. Where are the cotton farms? Where are the cotton industries? Where are even the textile industries? All gone. The money that will be realized from this would help us revive all of those places. And I assure you, our children will never ask for school uniforms anymore to go to school. The money that will be realized from this will be sufficient for our children to go to school knowing that they will even eat as incentives when they go to school. Because our biggest problem here is not just that they're not going to school, but even the teachers that are in school are disconnected from the fact that they have sacrificed themselves to be teachers. All of this we shall revive. Thank you.
We can do better with the applauses, please. We can see vision, mission, as far as this capable, doable candidate of of ADC, talking about Dumebi and Ahmed. The vote is in our hands. Let's vote wisely. Let's not sell our votes so that we can make a change and difference. Your Excellency. Okay, Your Excellency, with your kind permission, let me be gender sensitive. A fellow woman have been raising her hand since. I don't know if your question have been answered. If not, please give her the microphone. Thank you. Let's give her a round of applause as she rises.
Good afternoon, Your Excellency. Permit me to stand on the existing protocol. My question is this. When I was here, this is what I'm looking. Make government accessible to all citizens, which I know that all our government is not accessible to all its citizens, especially those in rural area. Sir, if you will gently answer this question, how can this be possible? Thank you, sir.
Please. Okay. Please give it to the next person. The man with blue.
Your Excellency, the next President of the Federal Republic of Nigeria, I sound new. I want to advise and congratulate you as you come in, that you are the only presidential aspirant that have agendas. These have been working for a very long time. And the next time I will advise that instead of wasting your time to explain to people, let medical certificate be placed so that the remaining presidential aspirants should also bring their medical certificate so that we see whether they are fit. However, that's by the way. Your Excellency, with the level of the law in this country that has to checkmate how mineral deposit is being exploited, how do you intend to look at that, sir, from that direction?
Any more questions? Okay, I can see one person behind the cameraman. Behind, okay.
Good afternoon, Mr. President. Coming 2023, by the grace of God, we are going to be our youngest president. I listened to your lectures. Before now, I had some two key questions to ask. But I've gone through your lectures. I'm made to understand you have some of the answers to this. You are capable too. But that notwithstanding, the problem we are having in this country is not, we don't have people who can fix this country well. But we have people who are selfish, like we have just confirmed. I want to ask a question about the brain drain as it affects medical doctors and nurses that they are getting out of this show. If you become a president 2023 by the grace of God, how will you retrieve this young one like you back to Nigeria? Only, for long, Nigeria has been clamoring for, and if you look at if it has taken place, even though it has gone through many discussion and it become appropriate to implement, the person in the Senate. If this thing would have taken place, I believe strongly the issue of security, banditry, and all these things will not take place much, because some people felt they are short chain, they are not carried along. Therefore, my question now is, how are you going to do it? Are you going to implement it? The issue of restructuring. Thank you, Mr. President.
Your Excellency, with kind permission, can we just take this as the last response, please? Thank you.
Good afternoon, each and everyone here. I am by name Aliu Yusuf Omame. The question I have is, Mr. President, if you are opportune to be President of the Federal Republic of Nigeria, how are you going to tackle the issue of minority in the legislative?
Thank you very much. Your Excellency, it's time for your response. Aya uri a saurara bayani na karshe. Na karshe kenan aya uri.
One house, please. ADC. ADC. One house. So you can hear the response to the questions. One house, please. The lady who spoke first talked about making government, how do you make government accessible to all Nigerians? Because currently, most of you have absolutely no access to government. What or who is government? The big brother services that are close to you, be it post office, be it a good road, be it water, be it light, be it access to health care, good schools. These are all symbolic of government. Now, we must all admit that we see some skeletal hospitals or schools or roads, right? But they are mostly, the roads are death traps. I can see they are repairing some of the roads coming to Nasarawa now. The hospitals, the governor of this state cannot go to the hospitals you will go to. Not so? Inshallah, by the grace of God, when I become president of Nigeria, my first interaction with the National Assembly next year is a bill I call the Nigerian Patriot Act. Please, this piece of legislation says we are married for better, for worse. Those who lead us, those who they lead, we are all in this Nigeria together. What you suffer is what I suffer. What I enjoy is what you will enjoy. It states that any public servant, public officer, civil servant, or director of a company whose license derives from government, such as banking, like them Dangote, Tony Elumelu, Jimovia, all these people, or all these television stations, that they and their family, that they must use public schools. It means that the governor of your state, that his children must go to government schools, that they must use government hospitals. This bill also says that the governor, he can only have light from PACN. If there's no light, he cannot use generator. If there's no water, he cannot have borehole. If you don't have light, he will not have light. If you don't have water, he will not have water. If your children don't go to school or they're at home, as ASU is on strike, his children will also be at home because they all go to the same schools. If we make this a law in Nigeria, number one, within 1 year, all these big men, all these politicians, all these billionaires, they will make sure that healthcare is working, school working, road is working, water is working, power is working. Why? Because they have to use the same thing you are using. Not so. This law, the Nigerian Patriot Act, must be passed. We have talked to Renchi for too long, promises for too long. It's only a law like this that will make these people conform. Because if they follow the provisions of this law, it's either impeachment or jail time. So they will make Nigeria work if we implement this law. Number two, the issue of a government that says that once I enter office, I am here. You are there. Do you know why there's a difference between those who govern and those who they govern? I am entering the question our Papa here asked. When this country was created, this place where we are now, the whole of Nigeria, it used to be a company. It was not known as a country. It was a company, a business. The directors were making profit from this company. We now call this company Nigeria. So the only interest has always been for the directors of the company to make profit from this company called Nigeria. Before they used to call it the Royal Niger Charter Company. When it became it was no longer fashionable for foreigners or to have colonial masters in places like this place here, they now handed over this their company to new shareholders. They now changed the name of the company from Royal Niger Charter Company to the company called Nigeria with new directors. They now changed the articles and memorandum of this company. In this company now, they now put things like religion. In the company, they now put tribe. They now put your ethnicity, your tongue, what you speak. They put those things in the company. So that from day one, they plan that this company called Nigeria will fail. They never give this company a chance to survive because of the things they put inside the company. In the news every day, you hear about buildings collapsing. Also, when a building collapses, it does not mean that the building that day, the problem started that day and building collapsed. No. It was foundational. It was there from inception. Every day, that problem is in foundation. It will go one area, create a small problem, create more problem here. Corruption, nepotism, parapo, inefficiency, wastage, man no man, banditry, kidnapping, Yahoo, 419. All the bad things we see in Nigeria came from the things they put in this company from independence. They started growing to the point where the building is now about to collapse. What must we do? We must go back to the foundation. We cannot run away from having a country. But to have a country, everybody in this place, no matter your tribe, no matter we must agree and say, what do we want from this company, this country? Good roads, write it. Good hospitals, write it. School free, write it. Security a must, write it. Electricity, world-class infrastructure, write it. Meritocracy, write it. Everything you want from a country, we write it and say this is what we want. We all agree to what we want. This is what we put in our constitution. Let me tell you something. The day we do this, that is the day we'll have a country. Every weekend, some of you here, even though you live in Lafia, you still go for a Nasarawa Town's Union meeting. The Yoruba man who is from Ijebu or Ilesha, they have their town's meeting here. The man from Kafanchan will have his meeting here. The Igbo man from Nigeria, they are meeting based on tribe. They don't meet based on Nigeria. The day we come and meet based on Nigeria and agree to have a country, you will never have that meeting they do every Sunday because we all become Nigerians under the green, white, green of our flag. This is the only way you build a nation. Have done when you speak about federalism, be it fiscal federalism or any form of federalism, people will never fight in National Assembly because they are all Nigerians. They want what is best for Nigerians. So what the German wants is good for the German. Everybody says that, oh, in that area that will not call the German, in that part of Nigeria, we need to do this so that they can be more efficient. It now means that when you come to Nasarawa State, as president of Nigeria, did not make a mistake to put Tantalite here, to give you the kind of land you have here, to give you all the soil minerals here. God did not make a mistake. God knows why he put it here. That means as your president, I'll now say that the people of Nasarawa State, whatever they get from the minerals there, for security affairs, for all the things that federal government does. But the people of this, they have the first right. They derive the maximum from what God has given to the people of this place. On the issue of soil minerals, I'll also tell you this. As your president, no Chinese man will come here and carry your minerals and go like that. How? All over the world, you know what people do when they have solid minerals? They will go and put factories, industries next to the minerals. This thing they do here is abnormal. How can you come here? You cut away the solid minerals, you go to another country to go and process it there. Do they forbid to have factory in Nasarawa? Do you people forbid to have job in Nasarawa? This is what we must do with your solid minerals. We must know that the industries that require those minerals are sited in your state to give you jobs, to give you the wealth you deserve. That is what obtains in every part of the world. The last question was on what will you do about the minority in National Assembly? I fail to understand what you mean by minority. Do you mean by the minorities in Nigeria, or do you mean the minority party? Okay. So minority party, majority party. That is the beauty of democracy. You will always have majority and you always have opposition. It's a check and balance on democracy. So that when the majority is getting it wrong, you have somebody who's saying, hold it, wait a minute, there's this other alternative. They now become the conscience of that government. Because when the government is getting it wrong, they must speak up. What we have today is that the majority swallow the minority. When the people leave you here, they will get there and they will say, this is what is here for all of us to share. Forget those people. Come, just take your own, lick your soup. We forget those people. That won't happen again. If we pass the Nigerian Patriot Act, when people realize that they are there for service, people will not be rushing to run for office anymore, because they realize that running for office means sacrifice. I'll give you a personal example. My children are in foreign schools as we speak right now. But my children know that if their father becomes president of Nigeria, they know that they will come to these Pago public schools. They know that that's the sacrifice they have to make for Nigeria. We must all experience the real Nigeria. If you don't experience Nigeria, can you make Nigeria work? Can I speak about security if I don't have security challenge? Can I speak about education if I don't know what's happening in the education sector? Can I speak about healthcare if I don't go to your public hospitals? Can I talk about your roads if I don't pass your roads? I must experience it so that I can be able to provide solutions and solve the problems of our country. ADC, ADC, AD and C. You know we came from far, B?
Yes.
We came to love you small. We still have far to go. But this love, we are leaving it here. We are not taking with us, we are leaving it here because our love will abide with you. If we are not here, our spirit is here. Okay? Our party has several people. Like I said, we are all capable. I'm Mr. Capable, you are Mr. Capable, you are Mrs. Capable. We still have people within our party who are capable. I want you to not only support these people. The way you send your children to school, send them. The things I talked about today, my party is about the only party who believes in this. I believe in one Nigeria. I believe in a country of shared prosperity. I believe that the life of every citizen of Nigeria is so important that if you take it away from it, I believe that most Nigerians cannot afford to support their mental rights. I live in a country where the hospitals should be free, your primary health care should be free. We live in a country where we must support women, where we must support the old, where we must support the young, the weak, the disabled, the poor. I believe that as a country we must provide social infrastructure to support these categories of people. To know how strong you are as a person, look at your neighbor. To know how strong we are as a nation, we have to look at this category of people. If we strengthen them, our country is strengthened. I believe that in Nigeria, that no longer will we have a situation where, like you said, we're having the middle class living Nigeria in growth. If we make Nigeria work for everyone, if we understand that the middle class is the engine room for any economy, if we build that world-class infrastructure, the best of roads, we create with like 24/7, you have good hospitals, good schools. If you have all these things in Nasarawa, will your young men say they are living life here that they want to go to Lagos or Abuja? People leave places like this because they are looking for a better life. You bring that life here because your population is your wealth. That's the job of government to ensure that there's an equal playing field, that services come across the country. That's the job of any government. For too long, we've had a government